Hello.
Hello. Today we're going to talk about Final Fantasy Type-0. It's a game that came out on PSP a few years ago.
Keep it going.
Came out a few years ago in the East for PSP. And it's finally come out over in the West for the PS4 as a HD remaster. As a huge Final Fantasy fan, it's been like I'm completely surrounded.
As a Final Fantasy fan, it's been the game you've wanted the most, no matter what.
Yeah. Yes, that.
Words. Yeah, same.
It's
it's a game.
it's a game. Yeah, right. It brings a lot of elements from all the Final Fantasies, and it manages to incorporate action really well into it. It's not just a standard turn-based or active time battle. It incorporates action really well, giving you access to a lot of commands, magic that you're used to seeing in the series with different effects, and 14 characters to choose from. You can be a team of 3. What?
It's your favourite part of the game, isn't it?
Yes.
Wasn't prickly or OCD in any
No,
way.
not at all. You know, it could have been nice with 12 or 15 characters, but who am I to judge?
It's like Essex Spaniard. Who am I to judge? And I just told you are to judge. Come on.
No.
You've ruined my life.
Okay.
So yeah, and lots of nostalgia trips. Obviously, the world map's back in it.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah.
Well, that's reading Chocobos, but it's not as like in depth as others. But
No, but it still is.
yeah, it's a nice little
In like
homage to it.
towns and shitloads of NPCs and stuff like that, and side quests.
Yes.
Good things. Ships.
Yeah, with being able to shoot down everything, that's very cool.
Yeah.
Bringing back the whole 4 crystals and tying it to Japanese folklore as well, which is really cool with the 4 guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because essentially, pretty much all the old school values from what like the classic Final Fantasy series, but then they've like rebooted it with like new combat style and stuff.
Yeah.
So it works really well.
Yeah. As I was saying before, there's a fair amount of characters that you can select from. You get the usual team of 3, which a lot of Final Fantasies incorporated, although not as much as like 4. But if a character dies in battle, you have to either revive them really quickly, or they'll just die and you have to regen.
Bugger off.
And you also, but then you can swap any KO'd allies out for other allies. When not really when you want those, so like a KO.
Yeah, reserves.
Yeah, you have them in reserve. Every character is unique as well. They don't have any. None of them have the same weapons. All of them have different attacks types. So each one is varied enough to warrant them being that many characters.
Yeah.
But they're not like like if you had like Zack and Clyde in the same game, they are pretty much
Yeah.
playing the same because like it's supposed to be based off. Clyde's supposed to be using his attack style sort of thing.
Yeah.
So, there's a fair amount of characters that are really good. Everyone's like unique in their own way. But who's your favourite character? That's a question for you.
Well, I'd say this about the characters in the game, because there's so many, it's hard to focus on them bar like 2 or 3 maybe, to like really focus on in the story.
Yeah.
Apart from like side quests and stuff, but apart from that, it's hard to get like attached to any characters. But it's mostly you notice like your favourite characters through playing them. I might probably like King and KO.
Yeah.
Like long range characters because they're really handy.
Yeah. Because the game from pretty much chapter 1 says to you, you need to train up everyone equally. If you don't, you get screwed over later on, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You can go through it without training anyone up, it's fine. You can just use like the 3 that you want to use, sort of thing. But there's these parts of the game called expert trials, which are extremely hard tasks to do, and they're usually a lot higher level than you are in that point in the game.
Yeah.
So if your main 3 get killed, and you haven't got any Phoenix Sounds or Phoenix Pinions to keep reviving them, then you have to use characters that are under-leveled, and they just won't be as effective. You just get completely destroyed.
Yeah. Benefit to extra trials as well is obviously apart from like bonus rewards and stuff and experience, you also get you can unlock other areas of the world map a lot earlier.
Yeah.
And before like you take over that part as part of the main story, you can do it like before that, and you gain access to like caves and monsters and towns and stuff.
Yeah. So
that's really cool.
Yeah, a lot of the bonus things, like the caves.
Yeah.
You have to watch out for because like you go in and there'll be like level 99 monsters in there.
Yeah, they're definitely post game.
Yeah, they're not for going through in your first playthrough, but
no, we try.
Yeah,
because it's
got
like,
quite far through it.
Look, a new cave I'm in there.
Yeah, it's really good though. I've really enjoyed it. It's very fast paced.
Yeah.
Story wise, like something happens and then it dies down for about a split second, and then something else comes in, and then something else, and it continues on. Without getting spoilers, Chapter 8 was just like a massive explosion of information.
Crunching face with a storyline.
Yeah.
The whole chapter is ridiculous.
It's just a thoroughly enjoyable iteration of the series. You can't, like, a lot of people that I know have bought it just to play the 15 demo. And whilst the 15 demo is good, the 15 game isn't actually going to be coming out until like probably earliest the start of next year.
Yeah. And I'd say it's still needs work on it, so it's like it's hard to enjoy.
That was a build from a PS3 version of it. It was a really early build.
Yeah,
you could tell instantly. So it does like they probably haven't worked on the things that are at fault with the demo and stuff like that. But as someone who's wanted to play Type-0 for a long time because of like the world map and having this,
it's definitely proper one. Like a lot of people have said in a while, it just haven't like felt the same because like a lot of the old elements have been removed and they tried to focus on just characters and story, but like kind of failed on that point.
Yeah.
And because they've taken the rest out, it's just felt really crap.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a throwback, but also new elements, and it really works.
Yes, definitely.
The only thing really that's obviously holds it back is because it's a PSP thing.
Yeah, there's a few things in it that I've changed.
Yeah.
Like they could have fixed for this one, but you know the negatives, the positives outweigh the negatives.
Yeah.
Like hugely.
It's still a very good game, but I mean, obviously, you know, you still have to wait 5 years for it, but play it anyway.
Yeah.
You've got the chance. It's through fans positioning to get it thingy that it actually did it all. So.
Yeah, exactly.
kind of baffling really why they just didn't do it in the first place.
Yeah.
It's like,
You know, it's popular.
we would have had a sequel by now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You know, don't really fathom the mind of Square Enix these days much.
No,
So
not anymore now. So, some of the decisions have been making.
yeah, it's pretty crazy.
What else about Type-0? Oh, like the general monsters and stuff. A lot of them are based on Final Fantasy X designs. Which
Yeah, there's quite a few 10 designs in there. It's quite confusing.
Yeah.
Because not used to see them outside of 10.
No, and especially with it being essentially part of the 13 universe.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd use some monsters from the 13 games, but a
Yeah.
lot of them are Final Fantasy X monsters.
Which is quite funny to see them again.
Yeah. What else? Skirmishes.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty big mechanic.
Yeah, they are really. Well, I found them fun.
Yeah.
They're very simplistic.
Yeah,
sort
you
of,
basically got to help your units take positions around the map so you can ultimately take a capital, basically.
Sort of like sort of what you call RTSs.
Yeah, sort of like an RTS.
On the world map sort of thing, like a very basic version of that.
Yeah, so you'll have like a unit coming out of their town and a unit coming out of your town. And when they collide, they fight each other and they kill each other. But then if you manage to kill the unit first, your unit could go further.
Yeah, because you've got control of one character basically, and then you can only order like units about like you can literally just tell units which base to attack.
Yeah, you can't do it
At certain bases and then stay in a base, heal you
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's fairly basic, but it's quite nice.
Yeah,
little thing to break it up.
Yeah, and then once you've done certain things, like you need to follow certain conditions as you do, and sort of those sort of things, and then you can invade the town and you take the town over, and then you'll either have done the mission or you can continue to do something else in the mission. What else is this? You get different unit types, like you get a blaze unit, a thunder unit, spout unit, or whatever it's called, and like an ice unit.
You get other random units, so I'm not sure what different types of them is.
No, because I remember on one of them, like there's like the Ryo one.
Like a named one. I found one before and I sent it out and like
died
straight away. He was like
one of them, like in the
so I'm not sure.
A-Ban region one. You get one there, and he can like destroys it.
Yeah, really. It might die on something happened to him. I was like, oh.
In the Menro one, like you get the Ryu unit or something like that, and it says not to be sent on the field. It's just like okay, fine, whatever.
Some sort of story-based thing. But,
gives you wastes 2 hours, but they usually give you a few days between. They give you enough time to do certain things.
It's quite stressful at first, but once you get into it, it's not too bad. I mean, I think the most like point you really start thinking, oh, we should have done that is like when you miss expert trials, but like first playthrough you can't really do them anyway.
No,
it's too hard.
Yeah, too high level. Like the first one you do, you're there at like level 10, and the first expert trial is like level 20, 25. So, and it takes a long time to level up.
Yeah, it does actually.
With the amount of characters, you'd think they would have reduced it a bit, but to make it a bit easier to level up. But it does get difficult to level up, especially you go into an area, you're like, okay, I'll train these 3 characters up, then one of them dies, and you have to run back to town to go and revive them.
But that is another good thing, that once I do have the world map, you can go to town to make something, bring everyone back.
Which is a story thing. So I don't want to say too much about the story other than like the basic things, because like if you haven't played it, you're not gonna, and you want to play it, you don't want to know what the story is, so supposedly.
Some people.
Yes. Like the general aim of the general base story is that there's a huge war going on.
Yeah.
And you're a unit of magic children who are specially created for this war, basically. Their powers exceed normal student levels because they can use magic past magic jammers used by the other force.
Yeah.
One of the other forces.
The
Yeah, the Militesia Empire.
that is.
And you have to basically just go around. You just sort of helping take the region, stuff like that, for your kingdom, whilst diminishing the other kingdoms. But obviously things start going wrong and changing and stuff, and it becomes very, very dark.
Yeah, pretty good depiction of like a war. Base.
It's not just like Final Fantasy VIII. They do cover some sort of war and stuff like that, but they don't really.
It's more kind of light-hearted.
Yeah.
Especially since this one does like first one that's proper like US blood.
Yeah.
So it looks proper grim.
Yeah, it's just like it fully is just depressing. From start to finish, it is very depressing, but fully action packed, and it's just a really, really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've completed it today, but
It's still traumatized.
yeah.
I'm right near the end, so I'll put completing soon, so I'll get to experience that. And then start a new game plus to play through all the other new stuff.
Yeah.
All the new dungeons and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of content that is definitely for post game.
Yeah, because levels and stuff carry over, so
it's
like, you need it to do all of that kind of stuff.
All the story stuff will be really easy, but you can't really.
Well, no, because you'd be focused on all of that and stuff, really, so it don't matter too much.
There is difficulty settings.
Yeah,
you get
a bit to get more experience.
Yeah, that's quite cool. There's just lots of varying things like rewards for doing certain things, like doing this, doing that, and get rewards. You get in 100 items, you get a reward. So it's like it rewards you heavily for the things you do. Yeah. But as long as you focus on every character.
Yeah, otherwise you'll neglect. Yeah, basically that.
Yeah, because everyone is like different in the sort of like the standard RPG role. So you've got like the tank who runs in and does heavy, who's just there to take hits, slow attack and does heavy damage, but isn't very good with magic. And then you've got those who are really good with magic who need to be set back. Those who are good at long range, piercing damage, and then one who's long range but magic damage.
Pretty well balanced.
Yeah, so they all have the uses and stuff like. It's not just like, oh, that person's like exactly the same as that one. They all have their own unique.
And all done pretty good job.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any cons about it?
There's a couple, but they're not like huge things. Like
I think most of them are based on the fact that it's a PSP game.
Yeah.
Like rushing some story aspects later on.
Yeah, rushing some story aspects, but like I say, it's a PSP game.
Like cram it in to try and get fill the story in.
Yeah. reviving is a bit annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have like 10 seconds to revive someone. What if you haven't got Phoenix down equipped? You have to go into the menu and make sure that it's on you.
Yeah.
And stuff. And if not, you have to have re-raise on and things. It's a bit annoying.
You basically shouldn't have just made them like go back to whatever when they're injured. You should have just left them there until you can like bring them back or swap them in basically.
Yeah, so if they're dead, you should have been able to swap them out, and then they stayed out. But if they were dead on the floor, they should have just stayed there until you swapped them out or brought them back to life.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have just disappeared. Leveling up, as I said, is a bit of pain because there's 14 characters and it can be.
So it takes a while.
It takes a while, especially was one of the main types of trading, which it makes it really easy to level up, is one-on-one.
Yeah.
I say one-on-one. One, you train one character at a time against like hordes of enemies, but you can only do one character at a time. So that's a bit annoying. But I think that's about it, really. I can't think of.
Yeah.
Like the fact that these expert trials, which are really hard, is fine because there's new game plus, and the idea is you're supposed to be able to continue playing it, and you get different things, and you unlock new things as you complete it. So that's fine.
Yeah.
I think those are the only three things that I like.
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
Story levels and reviving.
When you get the airship, it feels a bit late because, like, by that time you've explored most of the world anyway.
Yeah.
There's a few areas that you can't get to except by airship, so it's a bit sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, apart from that, not really. Nothing that negative. Like, I mean, a lot of the negatives to be expected, so you just accept it and just enjoy the rest of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah. That's it.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else about it.
Giving a completely unbiased view of Type-0.
Yeah, just a general, just a generally good RPG. It's not, it's easy to pick up. Like the only thing that you get is quite hard at first is if you're used to RPGs where it is turn-based or action time-based. You're going to be in for a shock when you get into a battle.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's action-based, and you have to do a lot of dodging.
Yeah, real time. You definitely have to dodge.
Yeah, like especially in the expert trials, because everything can get you in one shot and kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the camera is probably the main gripe.
Yeah.
Have, which is understandable, but it doesn't really cripple the game.
No.
Because I don't know, you just get used to it. Because it basically goes along with the fast-paced combat.
Yeah.
I mean, it shouldn't really be there, but
a lot of games have problem with cameras. It's annoying.
I mean, I can understand being like in combat, but like outside as well, it's a bit annoying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing else than that, really.
No, that's about it, really. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, graphics.
Graphics, they did a good job of updating it to PS4. Obviously, because it would have been extremely low poly counts and stuff like that, tri counts and stuff on the PSP. So they did a good job. Obviously, there's still the usual dodgy faces and things, but that's because they're just like, either not important characters or they try and up the poly counts and stuff, and like their eyes have become just like dead and. Only on certain characters, though, other characters are like fine. Like if you look at Deuce, her eyes are fine.
Yeah, it's just how some ended up looking.
Yeah. There's certain characters it doesn't really work with, but like because they have to like add the gloss to the eyes as well, so it's just like the sheen on the eyes, and it adds to the deadness.
Environments look pretty slick. It's only really up close stuff like fences mostly.
Yeah,
but apart from that, they look really nice.
Yeah,
like Academia looks like pretty amazing for this fucking.
Yeah, there's nothing like too jarring in there. It's all like it's very well done, just to be able to take that and remodel it and
Mhm.
make it as high standard as they did.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, the English, also the English the voice cast is very good as well.
Yeah.
There's only like one or two that you think that's a bit annoying,
Oh.
but generally, like the voice cast was quite
Yeah, works pretty well.
yeah, and everyone it suits everyone, even the annoying ones. It does suit the character sort of thing, but there's just like one or two that you think, okay, they could have not been like that, but it sort of fits that sort of character stereotype.
Yeah.
Like same, like suits it, but it's like it fits a stereotype, which is like the sort of annoying sort of depicted as the dumb one sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But so I think it's pretty much her. Really.
Yeah.
Everyone else's voice is fine. Yeah, that's right. Really, I can't think of anything else to add.
Yeah. I think talking about music, it was the same. What I heard 5 years ago.
Yeah,
It's still awesome. So
yeah, it's the
just
music's
high
fantastic.
quality,
Yeah.
really. And that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
So, Final Fantasy Type-0. Buy now. I'm not selling it then.
No.
So,